Hello and welcome, Essex County College family. This is the Virtual Cafe powered by Student Life and Activities. Today's episode number 100 is our guide to graduating student scholarships for spring 2024. We're going to get right into it. We have a ton of scholarships to offer this year. We have 26. So I'm going to go over the entire scholarship criteria for each individual award. And then Mr. Graham, Director of Student Life, is going to go over the application and the application process and all that good stuff with you. So without any further ado, let's get straight to it. All right, folks, our application deadline for spring 2024 is April 5th. That's exactly 1 month from today. We are recording this March 5th. Your deadline is 1 month from today, April 5th, 2024. Submit your applications via Google Forms. The application link will be sent to your Essex student email by Mr. Graham. Applications that do not meet the criteria will not be considered. Applications require one letter of recommendation, with the exception of the SLAO Foundation Scholarship, which requires 2 letters of recommendation. All letters of recommendation should be emailed to jgraham1@essex.edu. The SLAO Foundation Scholarship is a scholarship that we offer during a different time of year, so it is not part of this. So make sure you pay attention to all the individual requirements that we have for our scholarships for spring 2024 graduating students. Number 1 is the Academic Achievement Award. You're going to need your GPA to have drastically increased in the past 6 consecutive semesters. You're going to need to have done some voluntary work in some capacity at Essex County College. And you're going to need to have demonstrated leadership development and maintained an active role in a club at Essex County College. You'll also need to prove that you've been accepted to a 4-year college or university for the fall 2024 semester. You can do that with an acceptance letter. Okay? That's the Academic Achievement Award. We're moving on to number 2. The Accounting Service Award, very simply, must be an accounting major. So if you are an accounting major, apply for this. They haven't even specified what kind of GPA they're looking for, so I advise all accounting majors to apply for the Accounting Service Award. All right, number 3, the Administrative Association Scholarship. You must have maintained a 3.0 or better grade point average here at Essex. You must have been accepted for admission to a 4-year college or university. You must demonstrate intellectual curiosity, professional promise, and leadership qualities. And you must have been active in extracurricular activities for the past 2 years. Extracurricular activities, volunteer work, club work, volunteering in a department. These are all different ways that you can perform extracurricular activities or volunteer service. That's the Administrative Association Scholarship. We are moving on to number 4. The Division of Biology, Chemistry, and Health Technology Scholarship. Science graduates who have exemplified academic achievement. So if your major smells anything like biology, chemistry, or health technologies or science, you should definitely be applying for this scholarship. Again, there is no specification on GPA. So this is a great scholarship for everyone that's involved in science at Essex County College to apply for. All right. We're moving on to number 5. This is the Business Administration Award. The only 2 requirements are that you must have demonstrated academic promise and you must have made significant contributions to the college or community. What does demonstrate academic promise mean? That is a fancy way of saying that you should probably have like a 2.5 or a 3.0 GPA. The higher the GPA, the better, okay? So it does not say a specific GPA, but it is asking you to demonstrate academic promise, which does mean a nice looking GPA, okay? Business Administration Award. We're moving on. Here's number 6. This is Charles G. Lavallo Community and Continuing Education Scholarship. The graduate must have been enrolled or participated in a community and continuing education program, right? You must have demonstrated academic performance. That means a GPA of 3.0. You must complete a 250-word essay, how the community and continuing education program / course contributed to my academic success. You must prove acceptance into a four-year institution, professional school, or an employment following the awarding of an associate degree. Applications for this scholarship can be obtained from the Community and Continuing Education Department. All right, so this is a very special one. It also has a special essay that should be different from any other essays that you're writing for scholarships. All right, this is how the Community and Continuing Education Program / course contributed to my academic success. Okay, so if you are applying for the Charles G. Lavallo Community and Continuing Ed Scholarship, you're going to need to get the application from them, and you're going to need to write a special essay just for them. All right, we are moving on. This is number 7. The Darlene Liggins Scholarship. Scholarship has been established by Peggy R. Urso Savarese in memory of Darlene Liggins, who attended Essex and became a successful marketing manager and director in both the communication and banking industries. All right. There's a lot of legacy involved with this scholarship. They're definitely going to pick the best candidate possible, as with all scholarships, but failed the need to say it here. You're going to need to be a female business major. So we're kicking all the dudes out, okay? I'm real sorry, guys. Highest grade point average. So the highest GPA, the better. And we are looking for only female business majors for the Darlene Liggins Scholarship, okay? We're moving on to number 8. This is Dr. Bridget Turner's Early Childhood Teacher Education Foundation Scholarship. And that's a long scholarship title, right? Nice. This scholarship will be awarded to a graduating education major student who has high academic achievement and interest in continuing early childhood education at a four-year institution and is a member and participated in campus Future Teachers Club activities. This scholarship has been established and funded by Dr. Bridget Turner in support of future early childhood teachers. So the requirements are: you must have been accepted in a four-year institution. You must have a 3.0 GPA or above, and you must be pursuing a degree in early childhood education at a four-year institution. This scholarship is so specific. Make sure you are paying attention, students, okay? So this is literally for people who are members of the Future Teachers Club, okay? Ms. Turner is the advisor of this club. If you are a member of Future Teachers Club, apply for this scholarship, okay? If you know Ms. Turner, talk to her. Ask her exactly what she's looking for with this scholarship, okay? That'll help increase your chances of getting it. Dr. Bridget Turner's Early Childhood Teacher Education Foundation Scholarship. Okay, we are moving on. Here's number 9. This is the Future Teachers Club Scholarship. The Future Teachers Club Scholarship will go to a graduating education major with high academic achievement and interest in continuing their education at a four-year institution. The student must be interested in teaching, becoming a teacher, be a member of the Future Teachers Club, and participate in the Future Teachers Club activities. This scholarship has been established and funded by the Future Teachers Club, where student fundraisers and donations raised funds. So you must have been accepted to a four-year institution. You must have a 3.0 GPA or above, and you must be pursuing a degree in education at a four-year institution. The only difference that I can see between this scholarship and the last one is that the last one is directly from Professor Turner, and this one is using funds raised by her club, the Future Teachers Club of Essex County College. So you had Dr. Bridget Turner's scholarship and you have the Future Teachers Club scholarship. Pretty similar stuff going on here. Again, if you're a part of Future Teachers Club, you should definitely be applying for both of these scholarships. We're moving on. Number 10, this is the ECC Alumni Association Scholarship. The alumni of the college donate funds to decrease the cost associated with attending a four-year institution. So that's people that have already been to Essex that feel your pain and want to help you out, okay? 2 requirements: demonstrated scholastic achievement. Again, that's fancy speak for 2.5 or 3.0 GPA. The higher, the better. You must affirm your commitment to continue your education through enrollment in a four-year institution. I'm sorry that it says Executive Dean of Student Services Scholarship. It has been a rough day so far. So your 2 requirements for this are a nice GPA and affirm their commitment to continue their education through enrollment in a four-year institution. Pretty simple. The ECC Alumni Association Scholarship. We are moving on. Here's number 11. The Faculty Association Scholarship. You must have a minimum GPA of 3.5. You must be a graduating student. This student must be certified eligible for graduation by his or her department and the college. Returning faculty scholars. The student must have completed 30 credits of non-developmental coursework. Courses numbered 100 or higher, required by his or her curriculum. The candidate represents in character and achievement those qualities which the Essex County College Faculty Association Scholarship Committee extols as an exemplary student worthy of public recognition. And you must have faculty testimony. It must state in writing that the candidate is a student who is not only an exemplary scholar, but also makes a contribution to the scholarly pursuits of others. I am not reading any of that again, so make sure you read that good. This video will be available on YouTube later today for those of you who came in late or who may have missed some of this information. So this is your Faculty Association Scholarship. This is for folks with a 3.5 GPA. We are moving on to our next one, number 12. It is the Honorary Patricia Giuliano Memorial Scholarship. We're kicking most people out of this one. This is just for single mothers. You must be actively involved in civic advocacy or political issues, and you must have a 2.5 GPA or better. Again, this is the Honorary Patricia Giuliano Memorial Scholarship for single mothers only. Okay, we're moving on. Number 13, the John R. Wood Memorial Scholarship, named in honor of the college's first acquisition librarian. This scholarship is presented to a graduate who has demonstrated a sincere interest in humanitarian endeavors. You're going to need a GPA 3.0. You're going to need permanent residency or a complete U.S. citizenship papers. You're going to need to show proof of acceptance to an accredited institution, like a 4-year institution. And you're going to need to complete an essay on a topic of why you deserve the John R. Wood Scholarship. Again, this is the John R. Wood Memorial Scholarship dedicated to our first librarian. If you fit the criteria, go ahead and apply for that one. Moving on to number 14. The Casa, Kofer, and Slade Academic Achievement and Student Success Scholarship. This scholarship is in honor of retired, long-serving employees of Essex County College, Z. Casa, the late Mildred Kofer, and Patricia Slade. The requirements for this scholarship are you must have been on the dean's list all semesters enrolled at our school. You must have completed the degree with a GPA of 3.5 or higher. You must be an active member of community and ECC clubs. And you must be transferring to a 4-year institution. That's the Casa, Kofer, and Slade Academic Achievement and Student Success Scholarship. If you are eligible, do not hesitate. These folks all love students. Your next scholarship is the Doctors Mary B. and Reynold E. Birch Scholarship Foundation. Yes, Mary B. Birch, as in who the person who our theater is named after. She was big business back here in the day, and her people still continue to give money to young folks like you. So you must be an African-American male or female. You must be accepted at a 4-year college, university, or professional school to pursue the arts or allied health. And you must be a prospective applicant that should demonstrate exceptional acumen and talent, skill, potential in the arts or allied health field. So if you are an arts major or an allied health major and you are an African-American male or female, the Doctors Mary B. and Reynold E. Birch Scholarship is for you. Moving on to number 16, the Dr. Matilda Akinyemi-Aloba Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship has been established at Essex County College by the Akinyemi family of Newark, New Jersey, in memory of their beloved sister, daughter, and mother, Dr. Matilda Akinyemi-Aloba. Dr. Akinyemi practiced medicine with the highest level of compassion and care. The goal of the scholarship is to provide financial support to ECC students who are majoring in biology/pre-med or other healthcare-related disciplines and plan to transfer to a 4-year institution with the desire to pursue medicine after completion of their undergraduate degree. You're going to need a minimum GPA of 3.0, must be a bio pre-med major or other healthcare-related discipline. You must be accepted at a 4-year college or university, and you must have the desire to pursue medicine after completion of your undergraduate degree. This is the Dr. Matilda Akinyemi-Aloba Memorial Scholarship. We are moving on. Here is number 17. The METCS Scholarship. You're going to need to have completed at least Math 122 at Essex County College. Students must have taken a minimum of 16 college-level credits in math at Essex County College. Math GPPA, which we all know is the same as GPA, but my eyes aren't as strong as they used to be. You must have a 3.0 or better in courses taken at Essex County College. In the event of a tie, the overall GPA of courses taken at Essex County College is considered. All right, so this is the METCS scholarship. All the stuff is right there for you. We are moving on. Number 18. The Phi Theta Kappa scholarship. This one is a pretty easy one. If you are a member of Phi Theta Kappa, go ahead and apply for this one. All right, so if there's 80 people in Phi Theta Kappa, there should be 80 applications for this scholarship. No bones about it. Moving on. The Presidential Scholarship. You must have demonstrated scholastic achievement. That's a nice looking GPA. You must have demonstrated community or college involvement, volunteer service, club activities, and new student orientation volunteering. You must have demonstrated financial need. That you can do in your essay. That's the first time we've heard that so far. Financial need. In the essay that you have to write. You can write for most of these scholarships. You can use the same essay for most of these scholarships. In that essay is where you have the time to explain your financial need. The hardships in your life, your job, all the places you got to go, your kids, whatever you got going on in your life, put it in your essay. Also, for this scholarship, you're going to need to hold F1 visa status or must have served in the armed services, armed forces. You must include an acceptance letter to a four-year institution with application. That's the Presidential Scholarship. Moving on, folks, here's number 20. Coming down home stretch here. The Professor John Hill's International Student Scholarship. There's only two requirements. You must have completed ESL courses at Essex County College, and you must be transferring to a four-year institution. So I'm guessing ESL was near and dear to Professor John Hill's heart. So we're looking for folks who have completed ESL classes and are transferring to a four-year. If you're an international student, you might as well just go ahead and apply for this scholarship, okay? Professor John Hill's International Student Scholarship. Number 21. The Robert Sidney Needham Memorial Scholarship. You must be a graduate of a NJ high school. You must have demonstrate a history of community service or campus leadership. You must have a minimum GPA of 3.0, and you must be transferring to a four-year institution. Okay, moving on to number 22. This is the Social Work Student Association Scholarship. You must have been an active member of the Social Work Student Association. You must be completing a degree with either a human and social services or a social sciences major. And you must have attained at least a 3.0 cumulative GPA. Here's your next one. It is the Dr. Linda McDonald Carter Esquire Roots Foundation Scholarship. You must be a PLS major with a 3.0 GPA or above in the PLS major. Additionally, a B or above in English 101 and 102 and POL 104 American Government. You're going to need two recommendations from a faculty member acquainted with the legal profession, okay? Most of the recommendation letters that you need for these scholarships are just plain old recommendation letters. If you know me, if I was the advisor of your club, I can write one. If you're one of your professors, makes sense, you can have them write one. For this specific one, you're going to need recommendation letters from faculty members who are acquainted with the legal profession, okay? In your essay, this one also requires a special essay too. This one requires special recommendation letters and a special essay, a 500-word, not a 250-word one, a 500-word, grammatically well-written essay that demonstrates substantive and creative thinking, A, that describes the broad and varied toolbox of skills that can be acquired by paralegal, B, includes a demonstration of the student's command of the paralegal profession, C, how a paralegal education prepares one to work across disciplines and industries, D, how the education and skills can serve to prepare one to compete proficiently in the global marketplace, and lastly, what existing skills, talent, knowledge, and wisdom did the student bring to their educational experience that they have used in their academic pursuit, which can also be merged into their toolbox, making them even more competitive? Wow. I need a sip. Need a sip, y'all. Take that one in. It's the Dr. Linda McDonald Carter Esquire Roots Foundation Scholarship. I don't know if that's an album title or a scholarship title, but we're rolling with it. It's for PLS majors, all right? Moving on. Next scholarship. Women Talking to Women Scholarship. You must be a female and graduating from ECC with a 3.5 GPA or higher. You must be an African American and be a human and social service program major. And you must be accepted at a four-year school in the fall 2024 semester. Again, my eyes are tired, y'all. Fall 2024 semester to continue her major in social work at an accredited university. So the Women Talking to Women Scholarship, we knew this coming into it. It's just for females. And it's also just for African American females. And it's also just for African American females that are human and social service majors. Very specific. If that's you, apply. We are moving on. The second to last scholarship of the day is the Xiomara Torres Legacy Scholarship. The EOF scholarship at Essex County College is given annually to graduating EOF students who have completed a full-time credit load with a GPA of 2.5 or better, must have participated in EOF required activities, and has contributed to the college community. In addition, the students must submit a personally written assessment, of how the EOF program has been of assistance to them while attending Essex County College. So you're going to need to be an EOF participant, a graduate, spring 2024, a GPA of 3.0. You're going to have to write that personal written assessment of how the EOF program has been of assistance to you during your time here. And you're going to need to exemplify the spirit of the EOF program. Now, I am not an EOFer, but I know the EOF people pretty well. And if you know Ms. Romano or Mr. Cressy or anybody involved with EOF, you should have no problem with understanding what they mean by that final line. I have no idea what they mean, but I know that you do. If you're an EOF student, you know what the EOF spirit is. You know what it's like to be down there in the presence of Ms. Romano and Mr. Cressy every day. You know how loving they are. You know all the services and amazing things that they do for you down there. So I don't know what the spirit of EOF is, but I know that if you're an EOF student, that you have it. So if you're an EOF student, make sure that you apply for the Xiomara Torres Legacy Scholarship. Definitely. Good job. All right, we're going on to the last scholarship. Thanks for listening to me. I know my voice gets annoying after a while. And thanks for tuning in to our 100th episode as well. This is the final scholarship of the day. Florence Weideman Bay Scholarship. The scholarship is awarded to the student who complies with the following. The city of Newark. You must be living in the city of Newark. You must be an NJ resident. You must be at least 35 years old. You must be active in extracurricular activities within the college. You must have demonstrated leadership qualities within the community. You must have been accepted for admission to a 4-year accredited college or university. Must be a female representative of the EOF majority student population. Also, the student must submit an essay on how the EOF program has prepared her to attend a 4-year college or university, including a brief statement regarding her personal philosophy on life. So this one is very similar to the last one, the Xiomara Torres. These are both EOF scholarships. The individual requirements for the Florence Weideman Bay Scholarship are you must be a resident of Newark and female. You must be at least 35 years of age. And you must have at least a 2.0 for your GPA. Again, this one is very specific, and you're going to need to write something special just for EOF as well. Those are all 26 of our graduating student scholarships for spring 2024 graduating students. If you missed any portion of this video, it will be up on YouTube later today, March 5th, 2024. Right now, we have Director of Student Life, Mr. Jamil Graham. He is going to go over the application itself and the application process with you. We're going to pin him on the screen right now.
Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you so much, Mr. Ott, for putting this together for all of our graduating students. Now that Mr. Ott has gotten the hard part out the way, the rest is simple. All right. What's your next steps? Well, you sit and you wait on Mr. Graham to send you the application. I hope everybody can see my window. This application is going to be probably as straightforward as any application can be. However, I need you to know that this may not be the only application. There will be 2, perhaps 3 scholarships that will require their own separate application, and you will get those in a separate email. This application, I say, would apply to 95% of the scholarships discussed by Mr. Ott. And as you can see, all we ask for is just some basic information: first name, last name, Essex email address, ID number, etc. Your major, GPA. We do ask for 2 professors who can serve as character references on your behalf. They do not have to be the same as any professor that gives you a recommendation letter. Since the question came up in the chat, I will repeat it. The applications are due April 5th. All right. Your recommendation letters are due April 5th. When you go to complete the application, you will see this list, which contains virtually every scholarship Mr. Ott mentioned. You check off which ones you are applying for. Huge note, please do not waste anybody's time clicking or applying for something you do not meet the criteria for. It wastes the time of the committees, and then also you have to realize you're checking off all of these scholarships. If I know that you checked off for administrative association and you don't fit it, how would that reflect when you do really fit the criteria for faculty? Right? So just be mindful. Just check off what you apply, what you are eligible for, so that the committees can review them and get back to the candidates as soon as possible. Once you have completed that aspect, you can list any awards you may have received, right? This is an opportunity to talk about some of your accomplishments, as well as here is the portion for your essay. If a scholarship requires a specific topic for the essay, you would still put it within this section. When all is done, you would click submit. So when the video is complete, Mr. Ott packages the video for everybody who missed it. You'll get an email containing links to the video, link to the application, as well as a list of all of these scholarships that were discussed and their criteria. And what if one's GPA will reach 3.5 at the end of the semester? Can they go ahead and apply? What if you finish your classes on summer 1? Can you still apply? Okay. I will get to your questions, okay? I am going to stop that share, start another share for one minor change. For your recommendation letters, can everybody see this? For any recommendations, any further documentation, all right, we created a new email address strictly for scholarships. You can email all of that to eccscholarship@essex.edu. Okay. To address some of the questions in the chat, somebody said, well, what if my GPA is 2.49? It requires 2.5, but I'm confident I'm going to get all A's. I'm going to boost past a 2.5 by time the semester's over. All well and good. If I don't finish my classes until the end of summer 1, all well and good. You can apply. It will still be at the discretion of the committee, but I can tell you that they will not award you any scholarship if you don't meet the criteria at the completion of your degree. Okay, so I hope that answers your question. Yes, apply. If you don't fit the criteria at the time of selection, but you're still taking classes, the committees will take that into consideration. If you finish your courses and do not meet the criteria, you will not get the scholarship. So I hope that answers any questions. Is there a limit on the amount of scholarships that you can apply for? No, there's no limit, but you have to fit the criteria. Are they sending emails so we can apply? I will send the emails out. I was planning on sending them out tomorrow morning. Okay, you will get a complete email with everything you need to know. I want to send it in the morning so nobody's emailing tonight when the office is closed, sitting waiting for your answers. When I send that email, that also means I'm available to reply to your emails with any questions you have that are scholarship related. Okay. Also note that any questions you can email them to me at jgram1. You can email them as well as to eccscholarship@essex.edu. Okay, any questions? All right, because time is of the essence, and I don't want you to lose time that you could have spent completing your application due to any small issues or questions. All right. Now, what is also very important to note is that these graduating scholarships are all being offered by donors for a scholarship awards program that will take place on May 15th, 2024 at 6 p.m. for those who are recipients for scholarships. The donors will expect you to attend. All right. It's a nice event held here on campus with refreshments in order to celebrate scholarship recipients and their achievements. Okay. Um, Acceptance letters from four-year college does not get here by the deadline. Can we still apply for the scholarships? Yes, you can. But I can tell you, for instance, let's say Alumni Association scholarship requires you to have your four-year acceptance letter. You can still apply. However, if they are selecting you as a recipient, that is what they will request from you as a requirement to receive the scholarship, because some of these committees will send it directly to the institution that you are transferring to. Some colleges are waiting for my last transcript. It's understandable. You have to realize there are certain deadlines, right? But you realize that you have to have your application in by April 5th. All right. So that's 30 days out. We won't have a program for scholarship awards, and recipients won't be notified probably until early May, right? So you have another 2 months to receive your acceptance letters. All right. And then you still have another period where we're still finalizing to make sure that everybody earned their degree. So you have time to get your acceptance letter. So yes, apply. We'll be able to see some of the scholarships again, please, for those that joined a bit late. For those that joined a bit late, I would love to have Mr. Ott show you all 28 scholarships again,
Oh
but it
no.
was a very time-consuming experience. All right. Please wait for the video. Be patient. You're not losing any time. Okay. Um, we will have everything to you as soon as possible. Okay. And you see, Mr. Ott was so gracious as to post the link to the SLAO YouTube. Um, in the meantime, while you wait, go check out everything we have to offer on there. It's a whole lot of awesome stuff, and it sounds funny, but it's serious. There's a lot of stuff up there that a lot of hard work is going into. Our podcast club has gotten off the ground, and I mean it's shooting off like a rocket. So make sure you follow the SLAO podcast. All right. Um, Follow the gaming club. There's a lot of stuff. If you don't like it, your kids might love it. Right.
There you go.
Um, we're a family friendly experience here at Student Life and Activities. Um, but I will assure you that by mid-morning, you will have all the information you need on scholarships, as well as access to ask all the questions you need.
Will there be more scholarships during summer one?
No. So if you are completing your degree requirements in summer one, you apply now, even though you're still working on your degree. If you will not complete your degree by summer one and say you won't finish until summer two, then you have to wait until this time next year. No matter where you're at, you could have transferred to UCLA. All right. But if you finish in summer two, you wouldn't be able to apply for any of these scholarships until this time next year.
Are the scholarships posted to our student account or issued as checks personally to us?
Okay, these are graduating student scholarships. So these scholarships will either, depending upon the committee, they will either be issued to the institution that you're transferring to, all right, or be issued to you. All right. That's why this awards night is very important. Some will be issued on awards night, some may not. All right. But they do not go to your accounts because by definition you're graduating students. That would just make it just too cumbersome. You're welcome, Racine. You're welcome, Claudia. You're welcome, everybody.
All
We
right.
love you all. It's all yours, Mr. Ott.
Thank you, Mr. Graham. All right, y'all. Thank you for tuning in to our graduating student scholarships for spring 2024. Thanks for tuning in to episode 100 of Virtual Cafe. We've been doing this since 2020, since the pandemic, and now that we're back into person and stuff, thank you all. Then now that we're back in person, we don't do these so much anymore, but we still keep the important stuff on here, like scholarships and whatnot. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being here with us. Check us all out on YouTube. The channel is called SLAO Essex, youtube.com/SLAO Essex. If you missed any portion of this meeting or this video, everything's going to be up in a couple hours on YouTube. Mr. Graham's going to send you out a link, and it'll all be easy for you tonight when you're reviewing all these scholarships. Take a look at what you're eligible for, figure out what kind of moves you want to make, figure out how many essays you got to write, figure out who you're going to get those recommendation letters from. All right. You got a month to get into gear, make some moves. I wish you all the best. I wish you all amazing luck with all these scholarships. Please get them all. Apply for as many as you possibly can. And we hope that you and your families are doing well during this time. Stay well, stay safe if that's still a thing. And we hope to catch you on the flip side. Until then, take care.